Do you ever just meet a type of person and you're just fucking shocked that they exist? I remember once I had this Uber called for me from my ex-boyfriend all the way to go to his city. He lived like 8 cities away from me, but we still made it work. And there was this Uber driver I had where at some point, me and her got to talking. We were talking about the beauty of the world and travel. And then she went on this really deep rant about like, oh, it's a shame we'll never have another like pyramids or like Eiffel Tower in our lifetime. We just can't do that because we don't have slave labor these days. But in my country, and she started going on about in her country, like, they still have slaves to do this or that, but not to the extent that they should. And she would not just shut the fuck up about it. And how, like, with her specific town, like, she specifically said, like, oh, like, do you think that kids should just be at home, mooching off their parents, or should they be made to go out and work to provide for the family? And she was trying to state it like she was some politician that was just, like, like, lady, you're on the wrong side of history. Like, and I kept telling her, it's like, she was like, do you think that technology can truly replicate what we have? And that we can ever do that again? And I said, I don't think we really need another pyramids. I think we have more than enough. Like, because it's just like a tall tower. We always make tall towers every day. Also, it's like, yeah, we have technology, we have robots, we have construction workers who are paid. We have people that can just do things without being forced to do them. It's like, personally, I don't... Like, yeah, we already have a pyramid, so we don't have to force more pyramids, all for the sake of, like, enslaving people who might get, like, raped and tortured and hurt and killed for no reason. I remember when I actually got off at my destination and went into my ex Liam's house, I told him about that. He didn't believe me. He thought I misunderstood what she was talking about. And I was like, dude, no, really, dead ass. But then guess what? It was so funny because later in the week, I ended up calling myself a Lyft ride to another place. And then... guess what? I got that same Uber driver. And then she went on that same rant again. But once she recognized me, she was like, ah, you're the girl with the opinion. And I said, yeah, that child slavery is wrong. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'd like to think that's not too... Like, ma'am, I believe in child labor laws for a reason. Your kid should be at home enjoying childhood. They should not be forced to immediately be born and work like a fucking slave, literally and figuratively. Just how fucking ridiculous of a person can you be? Also, mind you, for the very first ride I took with her, that was easily like a 40 to an hour long trip across multiple bridges in multiple cities. So she would not shut the fuck up. The conversation was inescapable. I was just stuck there for a TED Talk about the wrong side of history. Like, damn, new type of person just dropped. Woman in 2024 who is brown like me and advocates for slavery because she wants us to make more tall objects. Like, ma'am, slavery exists in a lot of countries, and I gotta admit, not all of those countries are extremely happy. Like, have you looked at them? Also, in hindsight, that's kind of a weird opinion for an Uber driver to have, because it's like, how would you feel if someone just said, hey, bitch, we're enslaving you. Now you have to give all these rides to people for free that you don't agree with the opinions on. I'm sure she wouldn't like that very much either. I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep this video short, but I'm just not sure if you understand. Why the fuck would you even want another pyramid? Don't we have, like, I'm pretty sure we have multiples of them, or a failed history class, what the fuck ever. But that's how much I don't care. Oh no, we don't get more tall triangles because we can't enslave 4-year-olds to work themselves to death over and over again for decades until we finally complete it. Like, bitch, we have technology. We have AI, we have robots, we have drones. I'd rather someone build a bunch of drones that pick up rocks all day, every day, and then make it ourselves. And she even tried to be like, well, it wouldn't be quite as grand then, because it wouldn't be man-made. Yes, it would. It still counts as man-made, because we made it ourselves. That shit just didn't conjure up out of the fucking ground on, like, come on now. Anyway, yeah, that's all I had to say. See ya. I might make another video about all the other main characters I've met in my lifetime.